Hello guys, welcome back to George Knows. The first 2 episodes of Your Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man came out this week, and here is my review. Spoilers ahead, you have been warned. All Marvel fans have heard of the new Spider-Man Disney Plus show, but in case you haven't, here is a brief overview. Your Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man follows an MCU-like Peter Parker, with lots of similarities to the real MCU Spider-Man. But instead of Tony Stark as his mentor, / billionaire, / whatever he is, we have the billionaire / playboy / whatever he is, Norman Osborn. This show was going to follow the proper MCU story, giving the backstory of how Tom Holland's Peter Parker made it to where he is now. But they changed it, creating their own version of the iconic web-slinging hero. The first 2 episodes are already out on Disney Plus, and every Wednesday after that, they will release 3 new episodes with a 2-episode long finale. A total of 10 half-an-hour episodes, with confirmation of Season 2 and probably a Season 3. Now, let's get into the first episode. The first episode is called Amazing Fantasy. In this episode, we are introduced to Peter Parker on his first day at Midtown High, when suddenly a massive portal opens, and a monster appears. I'm going to call it a symbiote, judging by the colours and the attacks that it uses. Doctor Strange comes after it, trying to catch it. They battle around Midtown, destroying everything, until the symbiote grabs Pete's future best friend, Nico Minoru. Pete, being the hero he is, distracts the symbiote so Doctor Strange can catch it. They go back into the portal as a spider drops from said portal. Nico and Pete introduce themselves, and then the fabled canon event that every Spider-Man goes through triggers, and Pete blacks out. A few months later, Pete is fighting crime and doing hero things. We introduced to Pete's childhood crush, Pearl, and her boyfriend, Lonnie. When Pete gets home, he finds Norman Osborn in his living room with May. I think this episode was amazing. It was very reminiscent of the MCU Spider-Man, and also just had the things that make Spider-Man who he is. Now, that was episode 1, and as I've said, this show's off to a great start. So now, on to episode 2. The second episode is called Parker Luck. In the second episode, we return where we left off, find out that Norman Osborn has offered Pete an internship at Oscorp, and Pete accepts. After school the next day, Pete goes to Oscorp and is introduced to the other interns, one of whom is from Wakanda, who we may be seeing more on in Eyes of Wakanda, because that is a whole show devoted to their backstory and their legend of the Black Panther. So, they're all sent off to their areas of Oscorp, and Pete lands in energy research with Carla Connors, this world's version of Kurt Connors, with only one arm. After doing some research, Pete suits up to stop an arsonist who is burning down the wrong building. From this and the fact that his fire gauntlets are made by Oscorp, we can deduce that he was hired by the company for an insurance scam. When Pete gets back, he is told that Mr. Osborn wants to see him. Expecting to be fired, Pete goes and tries to explain, and then Norman turns the monitor around to reveal camera footage of Pete suiting up. The episode ends on that cliffhanger. That was amazing. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next week for the review of the next 3 episodes: Secret Identity Crisis, Hitting Big Time, and The Unicorn Unleashed. Go and check it out on Disney Plus. I think the animation style is very reminiscent of comic books, and those 2 episodes are a 9 out of 10 from me. These videos take a lot of time to make, so please do me a favour and like and subscribe. It's completely free, and you can always change your mind later. Have a good one. Bye.